All right, back here, YCN Game of the Week. It's a 54-45 Woodstock lead as Windsor's 16-game winning streak is very much in trouble here. Brett Franklin alongside Jeremy Stout. Still a full quarter of basketball left to play. But, boy, this has been a good one tonight, Jeremy, all that it's been advertised.
It's been a great game, 1-point game at halftime. And third quarter, the lead was extended a little bit there by Woodstock.
There was two opportunities there for Woodstock, and then for Windsor, and then we got a foul underneath. And that's going to be on Hunter McDonough, his first. Team 6, so one more will put Windsor in the 1-1.
And at this point, that might be the best way for them to come back.
Oh, and they're going to say that he stepped on the inbounds line, and Windsor turns it over.
Yeah, I think the inbounds pass, he was trying to make the bounce pass, just got a little too aggressive there.
Page with the turnover, and another Woodstock mishap there. Let's see if Woodstock becomes a little bit more patient here with this lead. Don't want to get ultra conservative. Crompton doubled. Reach and foul on Windsor, meager.
Hey, local sports fans, 94.5 ESPN Radio's Franklin and House Sports Talk Show is on YCN every weekday evening at 6 p.m. YCN plays 94.5's noon to 1 p.m. Franklin and House Show. Tune in to hear what is hot in sports.
Webb airmails it. Balch. Got to give Woodstock credit. They have really kept Kapazinski and Bradley in check. Kapazinski not even on the floor right now. Bradley. Three ball. No good. And then we got a tie up underneath, and that's going to be a foul on Dakota Page.
So now earlier we were looking at Windsor possibly getting in the bonus early, and now both five fouls for each team. So Woodstock, with plenty of time left, if they get to the free throw line, try and slow this game down and extend their lead.
Windsor's only been to the line 4 times tonight. Same for Woodstock. Three ball is good for Hunter McDonough. He's got 7 points tonight, and it's a 12-point Woodstock lead. Balch, runner, good. He's got 7. Hunter McDonough looking to go coast to coast. Crompton had it right through his hands. McDonough will be able to get it, and he's going to pull out and reset.
And as you mentioned, Woodstock looking to slow it down a little bit. They have, but not too conservative, as the one point you mentioned, Coach Thomas doesn't want to, lull them into this false sense of security. Keep the ball moving and try and get some good shots.
Jeff Thomas was not happy about that shot selection there, and it's a 10-point Windsor deficit. They have the basketball, but they need some baskets and some stops here. Bradley to Page. Balch pops out, head fake. Tough take in the lane, short. Crompton with the rebound. Bad pass, turnover, Woodstock. Page for 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Webb. Windsor has completely gotten away from going to the rim. Just settling for jump shots.
Yeah, and that's the other thing for Woodstock. The only thing that's going to hurt them now is turning the ball over as they did there. But if Windsor can't capitalize on that, it's not going to matter.
McDonough. And a foul going to be called there on Gould. 16 foul, one more will put Woodstock in the 1-1.
Have you seen our new and improved website, ycnnow.com? Tune in whenever you want on your smartphone or computer for individual YCN news stories, chronicle segments, capital connections, and game of the week. All from YCN, your local view.
Three ball no good by McDonough. Kapazinski with the rebound. Windsor's lowest point total this season was 49 in the win over Hartford back on January 2nd. Right now they only have 47 with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Kapazinski, he's been held in check tonight, only 7 points. Bradley, up fake, powers up, and is fouled by Webb, and Bradley will go to the line for 2. 5:07 to go in the fourth. It's a 10-point Woodstock lead. We'll take a break on the YCN Game of the Week. Back here at Windsor High School, 10-point Wasp lead. Windsor will have 2 free throws coming here for Mike Bradley. 12 points tonight for the senior. Had 8 in the first half, and his first free throw is good. One more coming here for Bradley, and he sinks it. Back to an 8-point lead for Woodstock. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Woodstock, if they get the win, they can improve their VPA Division II standings for the tournament. Webb, free throw line J, no good. Crompton and McDonough crash into each other, but Curry McDonald able to come away with the basketball.
You see Woodstock spacing the floor a little bit more, slowing it down with that 8-point lead, not in any hurry to take a bad shot.
McDonough's three is no good. Crompton and Bradley battling underneath. And here comes Windsor. Balch jabbing on McDonough. Pick and roll action with Bradley, trying to work on Webb. Spin move with the right hand, and he is fouled. And we'll get to the line for 2.
They're going to keep doing that, trying to get Bradley involved, and there's no sense in going away from that. As you mentioned, they did for a time in that third quarter.
Kind of wondering where that was earlier on in this game, as I would say Windsor has a pretty significant height advantage here tonight. As Bradley to the line here for 2, sinks the first free throw.
Don't forget to stay tuned near the end of our telecast for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Oil Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, where we'll pick the top athlete of tonight's game.
Free throw good for Bradley. He's got 16 points, and it's now a 6-point Woodstock lead with 4:13 to go here in the fourth. So Windsor has slowly grinded this thing down to a 6-point lead, or deficit. Webb doubled to McDonald. To Dylan McDonough. Curran McDonald to Hunter McDonough. Here comes the double. And Jeff Thomas calls a timeout. 3:52 to go in the fourth quarter. 57-51. Woodstock on top, and they call a timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Back here at Windsor High School, 6-point Woodstock lead. 3:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Brett Franklin alongside Jeremy Stout. And Jeremy, this has been a good one tonight.
Great game so far. We've still got 4 minutes left, and although Windsor was down 10 at one point in the second half, they've clawed back, and they're only down 6. A couple more defensive stops, and if they can get Bradley involved a little bit more on the offensive end, they'll be right back in this thing.
See what Woodstock does here. Webb. Dylan McDonough. Crompton, baseline 2 is good. What a half-court design play by Jeff Thomas and the Woodstock Wasps. And Crompton has 7 points tonight. Great ball movement there by the Wasps. Back to an 8-point lead, 3:20 to go in the fourth. Bradley. To Kapazinski, deep 2, good. He's got 9 points tonight. Turnover. Page, it's a 3-on-1. Balch tried to dump it off to Kapazinski. Ball's knocked out of bounds, stays with Windsor. And all of a sudden, with 3 minutes to go in the fourth, what was a 10-point deficit is now down to 6.
Windsor trying to break there on the 3-on-1. Weren't able to connect, but at least they had the mindset to not touch the loose ball, and it will stay on their end.
Stays with Windsor.
In this situation, half-court, inbound, you've got to get it to Bradley on the inside, and he's asking for it.
Here it is, being triple teamed. Yes! 18 points for Bradley. 4-point Woodstock lead. 2:45 to go. McDonough almost turned it over. Ball knocked out of bounds. Windsor ball. And all of a sudden, Woodstock has gone completely cold here down the stretch.
Yeah, it looked like when they were setting up in their half-court offense, they were taking some time off the clock, but I didn't feel it was unnecessary. They still had a nice basket last time down the floor. So it just seems to be that Windsor has finally woken up on the offensive side of the ball and gotten it to Bradley inside.
Only 5 points this quarter scored by Woodstock. Here's Bradley. He has 18 points, trying to work on Webb. Back out to Kapuzinski. Feeds it inside to Moore, and he lays it up and good. And it's a 2-point Woodstock lead. Moore's got 7. And all of a sudden, this Windsor crowd has come alive. Crompton to Webb. McDonough for 3. No good. Hunter McDonough with the rebound, and we'll kick it back out to Curran McDonald with 1:57 to go.
Good ball movement on that last one, and you'll take that shot in the corner any day if you're McDonough. Nice offensive rebound.
McDonald's 3 is no good. That was not the shot they wanted there. And Windsor has a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Moore for the lead. No good. McDonough was hit from behind, and it's going to be a loose ball foul on Windsor. That is the correct call.
Yeah, that's a good call. Balch coming in a little hot on that rebound. Wanted it a little too much.
And it's now a 1-and-1 situation. That is the 7th team foul. And that foul is on Balch. That is his 3rd. And, boy, you hate to see those backcourt fouls 90 feet away from the hoop.
Yeah, that doesn't even matter. I mean, he gets the offensive rebound, defensive rebound. That's a foolish foul, and give him a chance to get some free points here.
So big free throws here for McDonough. 1-and-1. Missed it. Kapuzinski with the rebound. 90 seconds to go. Windsor can tie it or take the lead with a 3. Bradley on the block. Here comes the triple team. Lost the handle, and they're going to say he traveled. And Harry Ledoux saying he wanted a jump ball. Mike Bradley pleading his case. And it's going to be Woodstock basketball. Jeremy, I don't know. That was a bang-bang play.
Yeah, the refs are going to talk about it here. The whistle came a little bit late. It had to be either a jump ball or a travel because Bradley clearly lost it, and they're going to stick to that call.
Minute 23 to go, and a backcourt foul there on Dakota Page. And again, 1-and-1 situation. It'll stop the clock with 1:21 to go in the 4th quarter. Woodstock clinging to a 2-point lead.
The Game of the Week is broadcast every week on YCN, your local view. Game of the Week premieres every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. or on demand anytime at ycnnow.com.
Big free throws here for McDonough. 1-and-1 is good. Dylan McDonough with 18 points tonight, including 5 threes. And this would be a big one here to make it a 2-possession game. Good. The defending Division II state champs have a 4-point lead with 1:18 to go, and Windsor has the basketball.
And if you're Windsor here, you still got to set something up for Bradley. This game isn't out of hand yet.
Bradley, yes! Timeout Windsor. 8 points for Mike Bradley here in this 4th quarter. And it's a 2-point Woodstock lead with 65 seconds to go in the 4th. We'll be back on the YCN Game of the Week. Back here at Windsor High School, and it's a 2-point Woodstock lead. 65 seconds to go. McDonald to Dylan McDonough. That was an interesting inbounds play there, and Dylan McDonough will dribble back out. Minute to go, 2-point lead. Woodstock can just dribble this thing out. Windsor's going to have to foul unless they can get a steal.
Yeah, you got to be careful if you're Woodstock because you can't get rushed into taking a bad pass. If they come at you, just get the foul.
McDonald keeping the dribble alive. Almost threw it away there. McDonald, 30 seconds left. Windsor is not fouling. They tried to foul there. McDonald to Webb. 25 seconds left to go. Windsor is not fouling.
I think you got to foul if you're Windsor. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, force an errant pass and throw a double team at one of the Woodstock ball handlers, but it wasn't working for 30 seconds. I think you got to foul a little earlier than that.
Wow, a lot of time came off the clock there. So, still a 1-and-1 though, Jeremy. So still big free throws here for Dylan McDonough. He's got 19 points tonight. 2 for 2 from the line. Here's the free throw. Missed it. 17 seconds left to go. And Windsor is going to call a timeout. 15 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It's Woodstock 61, Windsor 59. Jacks with the basketball when we come back. You're listening to the YCN Game of the Week. 16.4 seconds to go. They added about a full second here as Windsor will have the basketball. Jeremy, a 2 will tie it, a 3 will win it. 16-game winning streak on the line. What are you going to draw up here?
You got to draw something up for Bradley. He's been hot. We talked about it just off the air. 20 points in this game, including, I believe he has 8 in the fourth quarter. So I think you really got to draw something up for him. You don't need to win it with a 3. Go to overtime. But the biggest thing is I'd get a shot off quickly, and then you can play the foul game if you don't make it.
Here we go. Page to Balch. Kapazinski springs free to Bradley. He's fouled and will go to the line for 2 with 5 seconds to go. And here is Mike Bradley with 20 points tonight. He's 4 for 4 from the line, and it's a 2-shot situation here. 2 free throws for Mike Bradley.
Yeah, they got Bradley the ball. They got him where he wanted inside, just not deep enough underneath the hoop. So he wasn't able to take a perfect shot, but he's at the line nonetheless.
Jeff Thomas will call a timeout to have Mike Bradley think about it a little bit more and to draw up a play here. 5.7 seconds to go in the fourth. It is Woodstock 61, Windsor 59. We'll take another break on the YCN Game of the Week. Back here, YCN Game of the Week. 2 big free throws coming here for Mike Bradley as Windsor trails by 2. They have trailed for most of the night tonight. Bradley with 20 points, trailing by 2. He's 4 for 4 from the line. Misses the first one. Do you miss it here?
I think you got to make it, and you got to go for the foul.
He missed it. They get the rebound. Put back is no good. The clock hasn't started. The clock has not started. The clock never started.
Clock did not start. They went for the jump ball. It looked like they were going to call it, but they end up going with the foul call on Bradley.
At least 4 seconds should have ran off the clock there.
Yeah, that did not run at all. Once the ball hits the rim or hits a player, I don't know what is the rule. What
it touched Bradley and
after his free throw attempt, it touched Bradley. Didn't start for, like you said, a good 3 to 4 seconds.
Well, that's what Jeff Thomas is saying. He's saying, how did no time run off the clock there? So it's 2 free throws here. That was the 10th team foul on Windsor. So Hunter McDonough with 2 free throws and can potentially ice this game. Makes the first. One more would make it a 4-point game with 4.6 seconds left to go.
And basically ice this thing for Woodstock.
Missed it. 3 seconds left. Here's Balch. 1 second. Blocked. And that's it. And Woodstock gets the victory, and they snap Windsor's 16-game winning streak. The final score, Woodstock 62, Windsor 59. What a game here tonight.
What an exciting game. And as Woodstock goes home victorious, we have the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Oil turning up the heat. Player of the game, and Brett, I think it's none other than Dylan McDonough.
Dylan McDonough, a huge night tonight, 19 points, 5 3-pointers. And the Woodstock Wasps finish the regular season on a momentum win here tonight. Windsor finishes the season 18-1, or 18-2, excuse me, and Woodstock finishes the season 13-7. Woodstock wins it. Here on the YCN Game of the Week, we'll talk with our player of the game and the winning coach when we come back. It's the Game of the Week on YCN.
All right, welcome back. As the final score, Woodstock 62, Windsor 59, joined by Coach Jeff Thomas of Woodstock. And Coach, you got to be happy with your team's effort tonight.
Oh yeah, like I just told them in the locker room. You know, it's funny, when we came out of the locker room at the beginning of the game, we said defense is going to win the game, and I think the defensive effort was unbelievable. We all knew Mike was going to get the ball at the end too, and we still couldn't stop him. Guy's incredible.
Yeah, and Kapuzinski and Bradley, you said those were going to be the key to shut them down until the fourth quarter. You had really done that, but you were able to weather that storm by some good heady play by your senior point guards.
Yeah, you know all the guards. You know, Curran McDonald did a great job tonight, and Hunter McDonough on the point. You know, their press is unbelievable, and they win a lot of games from that press. And it was fortunate that we were able to, press break that tonight. And there was a couple times early in the first half where we didn't look too good. And credit to Windsor, they're unbelievable.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Coach. And we're now joining Brett Franklin with Dylan McDonough.
Oh, and Dylan, what a finish. You guys held through most of the night. Windsor clawed their way back into the game, but senior leadership really proved to come through tonight.
You know, that's what Windsor does. They claw and they come back. They did that to us at home. It went to OT, and that's what they do. And I really think our seniors did step up. Every one of them.
Curran McDonald had a nice game tonight. Also, Caleb Webb. I mean, it seems like things are really starting to click now for your squad. You've won 3 in a row as you head into the tournament. Big momentum boost for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Caleb played a great game, on a tough Mike Bradley. Good offensive effort and great defensively, too.
You could tell you guys really wanted this game tonight.
Yeah, we did. We wanted revenge for that home game, and we played our hearts out. Really proud.
Congratulations, Dylan.
Thank you.
And Brett, after a hard-fought game from both sides, Woodstock coming out on top, what were your overall takeaways from this game?
Very impressive win for Woodstock here tonight, and boy, do they have the momentum moving into the Division II playoffs, finishing the season at 13-7. They won 3 straight, 2 tough road wins at Hartford and here at Windsor. And for Windsor, you still maintain the number 1 seed in Division III, but boy, you wanted to finish off on a good note. I will say this, Division III in Vermont, that tournament is going to be a grind, and it should be a lot of fun, but look out for Woodstock in Division II.
It will be an exciting postseason, as you mentioned. So for the final time, the final score, Woodstock 62, Windsor 59. You've been watching the YCN Game of the Week.